Well, let's focus now on that horror story from Pune, one that's shaken the city, indeed the country. A young schoolboy murdered after being kidnapped by his own classmates, all for a paltry sum of just 50,000 rupees. The teenagers just wanted some easy money to spend. The boy's family has been left bewildered, devastated. The police say the boys wanted to make a quick buck and claim that they were inspired by television serials. And what's disturbing is that while one of the boys is 19, the other two are just 15 years old. Well, violence among children, especially teenagers, becoming a trend these days. For more on that, let's discuss it with an expert. We have with us Dr. Sandeep Vora, Senior Consultant Psychiatrist with Apollo Hospital. Thank you, Doctor, for joining us. I think that's what's really the issue here and what's disturbing many people. We had that incident in Dwarka when, again, a boy was kidnapped by his classmates and murdered for money. And now this case in Pune.
Yeah, actually, it's a very disturbing trend. And what we actually gather is that children these days are not being guided properly. There is no way to check what their mind is grappling with. Too much of bombardment with such images from all over on their brains is actually creating havoc in many cases. So they are not able to understand what is. They are not able to distinguish between real and real life, and they tend to. And in this age, when their mind is impressionable, they tend to perceive things in a very abnormal way many times. And in this case, it seems that 19-year-old boy was the main person who was behind it, and he seems to have brainwashed these two children. But it's a disturbing trend, and I would say that all parents must be careful in seeing to it that they should know what their children are watching, what they are thinking, because in the past, you would have parents and grandparents with you to tell you what is right and what is wrong. But these days, either you have nuclear families in which parents don't have time, or grandparents are staying away, so the children don't have anybody to guide them. So the moral guidance is absent, and what they see is something on TV, and their brain is not able to rationalize things properly.
Right, Dr. Vora, coming to television and the influence of media and what images that they're seeing on TV. On one hand, it seems that these boys did see the high life in movies, in films, the kind of fast life, glamorous life which is shown on in movies. At the same time, they've watched crime shows. So in trying to attain that high life, they wanted a quick way out, and they just for 50,000 rupees, they killed their classmate.
Yeah, the only thing I don't understand in this, whatever information we have gathered, is that which crime story, they deciphered was telling them that you want to get the ransom, you have to kill the person, because that is somewhere, that is not something which I'm able to understand till now, because you have to have some sort of logic which tends to be missed in such cases. Many times you have underlying conduct or antisocial personality disorder in some of the cases where their mind is also criminally bent. So maybe one of them was actually having a criminal bent of mind from the beginning, and he influenced, and due to the peer pressures others followed. Still, I would say that the children in this age group, especially juveniles, their brain is not matured enough to take understand and rationalize things in the true perspective, and they are impulsive and they suddenly take decisions, and ultimately they have to repent, unfortunately in some cases lifelong, like in this case.
Right, and final word, Dr. Vora, what is your message really to parents out there?
See, my message to parents is that you have to understand that the times are changing, and the children have to be guided, and the parents have to see that they have to have a communication with their children in a way in which they are able to pass the right message across. And moral guidance is something which is missing. So our values, social values, Indian customs, respect for elders, respect for humanity, respect for other fellow beings is something which parents and people around those children must give it to them, either directly by telling them or setting an example.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news, and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.